Deep, deep down in the ocean lived a mermaid named Coral. She was not just any mermaid, she was known for her kindness and her love for the ocean's beauty. Every morning, Coral would wake up to the gentle sounds of the waves and the soft whispers of the sea creatures. She had bright blue eyes and a tail that shimmered like pearls. Her tail would catch the light in the most magical way, creating a dazzling display that could be seen from afar. Coral lived in a garden of coral reefs. This garden was her sanctuary, filled with vibrant colors and intricate shapes that made it look like an underwater paradise. They sparkled with all the colors of the rainbow. Each coral seemed to have its own personality. Some were shy and hid in the shadows, while others boldly displayed their colors. Fish with scales of silver and gold swam by. These fish were Coral's companions, and they would often gather around her, creating a shimmering circle of friendship. Coral waved to her friends, the seahorses. These tiny creatures were always eager to play and explore the coral garden with her. They played hide-and-seek in the swaying seaweed. The seaweed provided the perfect hiding spots, and the game would often last for hours. Above, the sunbeams danced on the water's surface. These beams of light created a mesmerizing effect, making the entire ocean look like it was sprinkled with fairy dust. It looked like a shower of golden stars. Coral loved her home. She felt a deep connection to every part of it, from the smallest fish to the largest coral. This underwater world was her haven, a place where magic and beauty were always within reach. One day, Coral found something unusual. She had been exploring the vibrant underwater world, swimming through the colorful coral reefs, when she noticed a small, peculiar shape nestled among the corals. A tiny starfish lay on a piece of coral. Its delicate arms were spread out and it seemed to be resting, but something was off. It was white and still. "What's wrong?" Coral asked softly. She had never seen a starfish so pale and motionless before. The starfish was too weak to move. He had lost his way home. Coral could sense his distress and knew she had to do something to help. "Don't worry," Coral said. "I'll help you." She gently stroked the starfish, trying to comfort him and give him some strength. Coral carefully lifted the starfish. He was as light as a feather. She held him close, feeling his tiny heartbeat against her palm. She swam through the coral, keeping a watchful eye out for danger. The underwater world was beautiful, but could be perilous for a small, weak starfish. The ocean seemed darker now. The starfish trembled with fear. Coral whispered soothing words, promising to find his home and keep him safe. Suddenly, a large shadow loomed over the ocean floor, casting an eerie darkness that sent shivers through the water. A grumpy-looking oyster lay half-hidden in the sand, its shell slightly open, revealing a glimmer of its pearly interior. "Have you seen the starfish's home?" Coral asked, her voice gentle and filled with concern as she swam closer to the oyster. The oyster grumbled, its shell opening and closing as if in frustration. "Lost, is he? Happens all the time," it muttered, but Coral saw a twinkle in his eye, a hint of mischief and kindness. The oyster pointed with one of his shells, directing her gaze. "Follow that current," he said, his voice gruff but kind. "It will take you where you need to go, straight to the starfish's home." Coral smiled at the grumpy oyster, her heart warming at his unexpected kindness. "Thank you," she said sincerely. He wasn't so grumpy after all. In fact, he was quite helpful. Coral waved goodbye, feeling grateful for her new friend. Section 4. The Journey Home. Coral followed the current, the starfish clinging to her fin. The water gradually became brighter. Soon they reached a beautiful meadow of seagrass. And there, sparkling in the sunlight, was a group of starfish. The little starfish wriggled with joy. Coral gently placed him back with his family. They were so happy to have him back. "Thank you, Coral," they whispered. Coral's heart felt as warm as the sunbeams above. Section 5. Sweet Dreams. Coral swam back home, her heart filled with happiness. She had been kind and brave, and she had made a new friend, the grumpy oyster. As she drifted off to sleep in her bed of seaweed, Coral knew that even in the deepest ocean, there was always light and love. And you, little one, are safe and loved too. Now close your eyes and drift away to sleep, just like coral. Sweet dreams.